So guys, did you know that there's a crazy positional secret line in the Darius Gambit that is going to immediately crush your opponents like crazy? So, so the Darius Gambit's main line goes like this and this. This is the main line of the Darius Gambit, but this is actually more dumber. You go for the If you go for the d3 business, you go for g6. It may look like you're defending the pawn, but you are actually not. Because after e takes f5, if the g pawn recaptures back their queen to e5 check. So instead, bring your knight out to c6. They take your pawn, trying to get the queen out to h5 for deadly attacks. But I literally don't care and we just push e4. But if they capture our pawn, anyways, we play rook takes. And now they don't even seemingly care about it and push the pawn to d4. They're already having a lead in material. They're planning to win some tempo on the rook because when the pawn was on d3, it was blocking the bishop on c4 to move. And that's why, so it was blocking that bishop to move. So, but you don't care and don't take the pawn. Instead, you bring your knight out to c6. They bring their bishop out, attacking your rook. You bring your rook to h4. They bring their bishop. You bring your own bishop. They bring their knight out. You push the pawn. They bring their knight out. You bring your rook back, and then you push your bishop. After they bring their queen, you do this, and after rook to e5, rook to e1 actually. It is just controlling the file where the e5 square is. Now we just castle, and smart players here actually play a3. The idea is that the bishop cannot pin the knight to the rook right now. But we literally don't care about that. As now we sacrifice the bishop! The bishop sacrifice! Oh my god! After rook takes, in the knight moves, attacking the rook, you just sacrifice the rook. And now when they take with the bishop, it's actually dumb after knight takes, attacking the queen. The queen has no safe square to go. If she goes here, there's this royal knight 4. If she goes here, boom, bam. And except for this square, which is now safe, but there's this knight fork, but the king can always come here, attack our rook, and we are just punished for our mistake. Instead, bring the queen out to h5. Or another great option is bishop takes. But if your opponent is smart is about 1800 and they play this, don't try to ever play bishop's discovered check, because if you play, there's always knight takes, because the check is now gone by the rook. That's why it is. So, but this is not clearly a great option. But if your opponent goes here, blah blah blue this is just completely winning for you after that. You can pick up the knight, which is good, not really, because the rook can be dead. You can sacrifice your rook first, which is dumb clearly. But our best option, queen check, which is actually clearly the best option. The king has to move somewhere, and if it goes here, we have to not take this knight because our rook will die. But if he does, you want to shine a checkmate. Oh my god. Rook takes h2 checkmate. Ooh. And if you're thinking that's how we checkmate, well, I am here to protect the rook. So anyways, this is the main line of the Durrus Gambit. The secret line that I just analyzed. So let's go back and let's see. When I played Bishop, let's review it. Did was it really a brilliant move? I think Mikhail Botavink. Oh,
White got the upper hand early on.
F5. F5 is a blunder, I know. Boom, 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 boom. Oh no, just forgot. Well, bye guys.